Delivery 9.0 is the most strategic project that we have undertaken at NIIT in a long time. This is the kind of project that the market expects from a leader like NIIT. We are really going to be changing the game when it comes to delivery in the future in India to begin with. We will take this Delivery 9.0 project internationally. We are going to redefine the way education is going to be delivered.
As we celebrate 20 years of the GNIIT program, one of the things that we find is that it has always been a very unique program that NIIT has brought to students in India. And in spite of the fact that it's been around for 20 years, it continues to be very unique. Some of the key things that have changed in the environment are the whole move towards mobile computing, mobility, connectivity. Certainly the fact that everyone is talking about cloud computing, virtualization, and the very fact that there is increased sensitivity to energy consumption, being green, being environment friendly. So we really put all of these ideas into the melting pot, so to say, and said that if our students have to graduate from the NIIT system and perform effectively in this new kind of environment, then what should the GNIIT stand for? What are the changes that we'd like to see in the GNIIT program? And that's really what laid the foundation for the Green GNIIT program. And therefore we said, under Delivery 9.0, how can we reduce the barrier to making sure that students are able to put in the necessary time to gain the confidence as far as their skills are concerned. And we said that in addition to the NIIT Center, why can't we create a scenario where the student literally carries the lab with them round the clock? And one of the important things therefore that we see is integrating a netbook PC with a data card, a high-speed data card that ensures that they remain connected with the NIITstudent.com portal. They have access to software and virtual labs, and we create a collaborative learning ecosystem in which faculty members, students are able to communicate and collaborate. And therefore that's going to be a very, very important change that we see ourselves driving over the next 3 to 5 years. Our students need to fly their netbook PCs before they go and report for work on day one. One of the facets of cloud computing and virtualization is that you may actually never know where the servers or the applications or the software platforms that you're using are actually hosted. What is important is that you have access to that infrastructure and you can use it effectively to do your work. That's the kind of environment that our students are going to go out into. We're going to work with our technology partners to help recreate the ecosystem in which they're going to find themselves 3 years down the line. And I believe very strongly that if students take full advantage of all that we are putting together under Delivery 9.0, they are going to have the necessary knowledge and skills, and most importantly, the confidence. So I'm very excited about it, both from the initial pilot that we've done as well as the more extended pilot that we've done in the North Zone. The feedback is extremely positive, and I think we've really raised the bar with this version of GNIIT. In fact, the configuration of the machine that we have is something that notebook PCs did not have a couple of years ago. So this is something that will equip our students truly, not just for their personal productivity, but for software development, for getting real hands-on into the operating system. We have Windows 7 Professional loaded on it, and there's absolutely no reason why this should not be a winning combination in the marketplace.
When you talk of digital courseware, obviously you talk about no inventory carrying costs, no storage space required to store this courseware for 90 days or 2 months or 3 months as the case may be. This is just in time, ready to use, on demand courseware available to the student, to the center. The center head is freed from having to indent for the courseware in advance. All centers are now free from the fear of delayed shipments or partial shipments. And I think that is a real blessing as far as service delivery to the students are concerned. As far as digital courseware is concerned, from a channel center perspective, a channel center also does not have to maintain indent. And today, thanks to the digital courseware, he is going to have complete clarity on his stock levels using Encore Vista. Of course, one of the other things with digital courseware is that we are reducing carbon footprint, and it is our contribution to a greener NIIT. Just like any change initiative in the organization, this one will also require the trademark NIIT passion and strive for excellence as far as process discipline is concerned.
Digital courseware is yet another milestone in the field of NIIT's innovation. Being part of the implementation team and the change management initiative, I could see a lot of excitement in our partners, students, faculty and academic counselors. I'm sure this initiative will further strengthen our program GNIIT.
Since January, I see the counselor's life becoming much more easy with respect to objection handling. Delivery proposition is so strong that it kills all apprehensions in one single shot. A technically robust netpad, a paid-for data card, and an extremely well-designed digital courseware is not something that a student will just hear of. He would actually experience it at NIIT.
As territory head, one of my biggest concerns has been courseware management. How much courseware to indent as per the registrations. This January, no indents for GNT series, thanks to Delivery 9.0.
In today's context, 70% of any business partner's time goes into customer acquisition. The customer is tech-savvy, young, vibrant, well-informed and demanding. The Delivery 9.0 addresses many of the customer needs, and importantly, it is an offering which no competition is currently giving and is unlikely to give in the foreseeable future.
We felt that the 25,000 down payment was too high for this program. Interestingly, one of my centers which collects lower down payment was the first one to do a few digital GNIT registrations, and they had no difficulty in taking the 25,000 down payment.
Delivery 9.0, while making a difference to student learning, will also has a major impact on the way education delivery happens at center.
Today, my faculty member struggles the most when it comes to upgrading their skills or maybe preparing for a class, as they need to share a lot of resources in terms of machines, study materials, reference materials and so on. I am excited and my team is also excited.
I simply asked them when was the last time that they referred a dictionary to find out the meaning of a word, and the only answer that I get is we check it online. That's the exact place where I position NIIT's new contemporary learning methodology, that is the digital courseware.
The learning techniques have been designed keeping in mind not only the industry requirements but also the fact that how the students would like to study. Instead of carrying a book which is regular, heavy and difficult for them, now they would log on to their very own netpad. So learning is anytime, anywhere. I just connect placements with digital courseware. The more tech savvy you are, the more placeable you become.
The most important, you're not going to be a part of the IT industry at the end of your program. Instead, you are the part of the IT industry from your very first class, which happens only with NIIT.
it's very good.
Great feeling, sir, because I think method change हो गया study का. No pen, no book, only netbook.
Out of the world.
Today I get a netbook from NIIT.
And I'm very proud to have the laptop.
It gives learning 24/7, anytime, anywhere.
And access to updated technology through digital library.
Through this data card, I'm getting access to internet anywhere, anytime, 24/7.
I have just come out of the first orientation session of the Digital DNIT, which has happened in Connaught Place Centre today, and the atmosphere of the class was simply electrifying. Digital DNIT has put NIT into a different league in the eyes of the students, as it is perceived as a very different, techy and unique way of learning. And to quote some of the students, they feel it is a status symbol because now they have the netbooks. They feel they can be connected 24/7 because they have their data cards also with them. And one of the students has even said for him it is now no more books, no pen, but just the netbook.
It's a very important project, not only because of its impact, but I have not known in NIIT a project that has encompassed so many elements of the delivery cycle, delivery value chain, be it the reading device for the students, their digital courseware for the students, completely new infrastructure in the centers, new methods of testing, and complete pedagogy change, and continuous availability of education how-to for the students. I have never seen a project in NIIT in the recent times, any project that is more strategic, more significant, and more game-changing than Delivery 9.0. So I am personally very excited about this project because very seldom do you get an opportunity to be involved in a project that's going to be game-changing, that's going to change. When we look back into the history of NIIT, we will say, is it really true that we were once teaching standing in front of the class every time? Is it really true that people are carrying books up and down? I think the way that we are today before Delivery 9.0 will have to be a subject matter for history books, not in reality. And I cannot tell you how happy I am that we are launching this at a time when we are just facing the season. It's extra fun, extra tension, lot of work just in front of the season. But I know that you can deal with it. So all the best, enjoy the fun associated with creating history in Delivery 9.0. Thank you.